Can you believe it's December? I feel like 2020 just... Anyway.
Oh wait, what's your name again? Wayne?
Just another night, I was feeling fine. NSYNC playing bye bye bye. Then we finally kissed. I was like, oh shit, shit. Boy, I had to try, I can't even lie. Didn't really think you'd change my mind. But what can you do? I guess I needed to. Yeah.
I'm trying out this new process where I first make the sketch in my sketchbook and then transfer it onto the watercolor paper. This way I can erase and make as many changes as I want in the sketching phase before transferring it onto the final paper. I do that by using this, what is it called? A light box. I can't really remember. I'll put it down in the video if I can remember what it's called. I bought it off of Lazada. It's not the best quality. It's not super bright. So I have to make a little curtained off area for myself so that I can actually see the sketch underneath.
I mean, you know I ain't lying, 'cause I hate wasting time. You said soon we'll be leaving this place, no life to find.
This year, we had a bit of an exchanging gifts type thing with my friends, and we did a Secret Santa thing because it is so difficult to see each other right now, so it would be easier to just buy a present for one person versus trying to figure out how to get presents to every person in our group. And I found this website called Art Nebula PH, and they have so many amazing art supplies. And I was lucky enough that my manita is actually an artist as well, so I knew exactly what I wanted to give her. Multimedia panoramic. It's like a panoramic landscape sketchbook, so it opens like an accordion style. I'll try to insert a photo if I can find one, because I was thinking, what would I want for Christmas that I would not purchase for myself, because it's kind of it's not really like a very practical item, but it's really fun to have, and if I had it, I'd really enjoy it. And this was the item that came to mind. So it's very good quality paper, and then it folds out into a big accordion landscape sheet, so you can create one long big landscape painting with it, or you can do like a story that kind of plays out. I mean, the possibilities are endless. So I really hope she will like this, and I really hope she doesn't watch this vlog before I give it to her. All the wrapping paper I am using you can find on my website, didodesign.com. These are all my illustrations that I turned into wrapping paper, and I also have a bunch of other products there if you're not looking for wrapping paper, so that might be something that you want to check out. No pressure, only if you want to. So since I was already at Art Nebula, I decided to buy myself a little Christmas present. I got myself a bit of an early Christmas present. This is the Perfect Sketchbook A4 because I do prefer a larger size. from Etcher Labs that I have heard so much about, and I have just been, you know what, I'm not gonna open it until I'm ready to use it. I really want to open it. I'm just gonna open it. So this measures 29 by 21 centimeters. It is landscape format, artist grade 100% cotton watercolor paper, 300 GSM from Etcher Labs. Next, I bought, this is called the Original Incredible Nib. It is a nib specifically for applying masking fluid, because I have this. What do I have here? I bought this masking fluid from Winsor & Newton, and I just use a regular paintbrush to apply that, and it ruins your paintbrushes very quickly. So I don't use it as much as I do because my paintbrushes get ruined, and I don't get as much control unless I use a new paintbrush, and I don't want to keep ruining paintbrushes just to apply masking fluid. Is this glued onto the paper? Oh, there you go. The Original Incredible Nib. So it has a chiseled tip, wooden tip on this side, and a pointier wooden tip on this side, and you use this for applying masking fluid so that you don't ruin your paintbrushes and you can get more precise application because of the different tips. Around the middle of the month, I got a break in my routine. My sister gave birth and I accompanied her, so we ended up going to the hospital.
In my world, I don't worry, darling. I just smile, 'cause you're by my side.
That feels better.
And now your eyes open up every morning
Talking, it's me.
to the love.
And we stayed there for a couple of days while they made sure that everything was okay with mom and the baby and all of that.
So now I sing to you, and when you go and leave me here all alone, I'll be waiting. We can make it.
So now the debrief that you're watching is actually me at home. I'm actually in quarantine in my room. So I'm quarantining for 5 days because I do live with my parents and my brother and his children, and I want to make sure that they stay safe, and in case I did catch anything at the hospital, which is I find highly unlikely because they were very careful and they really observed the protocol. But you know, just to be safe, I'm gonna quarantine for 5 days, and I'm gonna take a swab test, and then I'll probably wear a mask around the house for the rest of the time. So we already knew that this was gonna happen, which is why I prepared all my art materials and I brought down my computer from the studio so I would have something to do. I'm finding it very hard to stay motivated, especially if I'm just in my room the whole day, because the temptation is to just watch TV the whole day or lounge around in bed, you know, that type of thing. So I really wanted to draw, but I just had no idea what to draw. I sat there for like a good 30 minutes just staring at the paper and I had no idea what to draw. So I decided to do a little fun draw with me game on my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, it's over here somewhere. I don't know. I'm gonna put it somewhere on the screen. So I did a little like fun game on my Insta stories where I let people decide. I kind of gave them like little prompts like this or that, this or that. And then based on their decisions, I created a little sketch for them. And it was really fun because I got so many good ideas just from especially one prompt. So I did, are they stylish or frumpy? How tall are they? And do you have any ideas for their occupation or a hobby that might be fun for them to have? And I got so many ideas from the hobbies and just like all the other restraints that would be fun to play around with. So I made one drawing. I'll put it on screen now. And then because I was so inspired, I decided to do the exact opposite of what everyone voted for. So everything that didn't get voted for, I made another drawing for that. And then even after that, I still had like fun ideas that I could do for the next time I was feeling uninspired. Another thing that I've been trying to do is I've been practicing sketching without using a pencil. I've just been sketching straight with pen, which I never do because I always like to kind of create, you've seen it if you've seen the 100-day challenge that I did. I like to create like the little skull and then where the eyes are gonna be, and then I always like correcting and trying to get the proportions right. But this is actually so liberating because what I'm doing is I'm just looking at my Instagram feed. I'm looking at people who have interesting poses, interesting photos, and then I just draw them as I see them. And the proportions are always wrong, and the placement of the limbs is always wrong, but it always turns out so interesting. And especially if you create a whole spread of these, it's really nice to look at. It's just a fun exercise, and it's kind of like, things don't have to be perfect to be nice, you know. It's kind of the imperfection is what makes it nice.
Fuck. Down, yeah. I've been feeling so down.
Windows closed, I'm here. Windows closed, I'm here at Chonghua, Mandaue to get my swab test. It was so weird. I drove up, there's absolutely nobody here. So, I'm in my car. So, I took off my mask. I drove up and I told her I wanted to get a swab test, and she just laughed at me and asked for my ID. So I don't really know what's happening. I'm gonna keep recording and maybe I'll... Oh, here she comes. See you later. Okay.
Thank you.
Duha din eh?
Yes, mom. Left and right, mom.
I see, okay. So ako rin tang-tang, okay? Oh my gosh, feels so weird.
Mura kag na ako ma'am. Patry ka anang nalumus ka nag-drink kag water.
Yes.
Dito sa ilong.
Yeah.
Na na siyang feeling.
Okay, sige.
For me.
Kaya yun na.
Okay, gamay ma'am ha. Okay, utong lang ginhawa ma'am. 1, 2, 3. Very good ma'am. Stay relaxed lang ha. Okay, other side. Okay ra?
Bitaw na anak, bitaw.
Relax
Okay.
ka lang ma'am para kumana to sa imong nose. Sakit gamay. 1, 2, 3. Sorry ma'am. Okay. So I took the test, and she warned me beforehand that it would sting. And she was absolutely right. It felt like when you flip underwater and then the water gushes up your nose, and you know that stinging sensation like when you come back up for air. That's what it felt like. So it still kind of stings now. As you saw in the clip, it did make me tear up, but not out of pain or anything. It was more like the tears were a reflex more than anything else. But either way, I'm happy to have it done, and now I am excited to see my results. They will email me tomorrow and to get back to your regular scheduled programming. So the results are in, and I am COVID negative. Yay! So that was a couple of weeks ago, and the reason I didn't film anything was because the minute I was free to leave my room, I kind of had a lot of things that needed to get done. So first and foremost, I had so many presents to wrap, like presents that I had ordered online for my nieces and nephews and my family members that had arrived while I was in quarantine, and everything just kind of piled up all in one space. So I quickly wrapped everything up and got everything ready for Christmas. So I'm so ridiculously proud of this thing. My nephews are really into Among Us, so I decided to wrap their presents. And then I made a little Among Us duty for their card. So cute! And then for all my nieces, I have little Christmas hats. Isn't that so cute? I'm just gonna leave the stuffing in there for shape, and then I'll take it out before I give it to them, just so it doesn't get smushed in transit. But it's just so adorable. And mostly since then, we've been just hanging out as a family, you know, just enjoying each other's time, enjoying each other's company.
You said soon these places alive. And you were looking hell
What's that, baby boy?
Start with the record in my mind. I put them words in your by the glinting of those old glassy eyes. Trying to decide if it's clarity or a reflection with a careful tension. When embarrassing affection, we can't get any closer without touching. I said, I can't.
So that's pretty much it. I think that's gonna be everything for 2020. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And you know what? I really want to get back into making more videos for you guys for 2021. So I would really appreciate it if you leave me a comment and let me know what type of videos you would like to see from me so I can focus on making those in the coming year. I hope you guys had a good 2020. I hope you have an even better 2021, and I will see you in the new year.